Energy made this one.
Yeah. Peace and life.
That's right.
From the very beginning, the first sound is the beat of the heart. The sound of life is only right. Let the beat is the start. We embark on the life of making memories of sounds. In our mind, when we find we can make it with found. We experience, experiment until it's a passion. You find your sound eventually. Just master what you practice. The passion becomes more when you develop your repertoire. There's purpose in the making of these beats. What we do it for.
Welcome to another episode of Beats in Life, baby. Yeah, so man, the response, you know what I'm saying? Turn my mic down. The response that I got from that listening to NBA Youngboy, it was very positive. And thank y'all, you know, if y'all tuned into that and watched that. That really gave me some inspiration and insight. And I said, you know what, I'm going to keep this going. You know, I was just trying something, but seemed to me that, you know, some people enjoyed it. And that's what creating this content is all about. And I'm being genuine. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, you know, this is something that I felt. So it wasn't nothing like I'm just doing this for the views or nothing like that. It's something that I felt because a lot of the newer rappers, a lot of my age group really don't, not only do they not, you know, really listen to them, but they not even trying to listen to them. You know what I'm saying? So that's really why I wanted to do this, because I wanted to try to listen to these younger artists. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them very successful, but, you know, from my generation, being successful didn't mean that we felt you. You could have had all the money in the world, but that didn't mean we felt you. That actually, at a certain point in hip hop, that actually made you less credible. And anybody from my era, you know, that watched this video, y'all will know what I'm talking about. Being super successful money-wise, it kind of hurt your credibility. You know, nowadays, it's the other way around. I think a lot of the fans of hip hop, they look at, you know, if you successful, you know what I'm saying, that's what make you credible. But I don't know, it's just different lenses on the same thing. But at the end of the day, I believe it's a big disconnect between the younger artists' message and, you know, like older, you know, fans like myself, you know, what we trying to hear, you know what I'm saying? Like things that get our attention. And I think it might just be a little misunderstanding, a little skewed perspective. And basically, look, we gonna get into this song, POOH SHIESTY. I went into POOH SHIESTY. Like, I learned so much about POOH SHIESTY just within the last 30 minutes that I ever knew. I didn't know nothing about him, really. I knew where he was from. I heard his songs before, but I never listened to him. And that's what I'm talking about, the difference. You know, like I had heard NBA Youngboy before, but I never really took the time to listen. Like, the song might come on if somebody else playing it, but I never played it. So that's what I'm doing here right now with POOH SHIESTY. I heard that FDO, right? And I actually turned that on just to see what he was talking about. And I ain't gonna lie, my spirit was kind of conflicted. When I listened to it, I was like, wow. You know, because I had never really sat and listened to him before I turned that on. That was about 2 weeks ago. And so, like, now, today, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna really listen, not only listen, but I'm going to delve deep into his bars, you know what I'm saying, his words, his imagery too, you know, because that's a part of hip hop, you know. It always have been, but it's more so now with the proliferation of YouTube, you know, the whole image, you know, your branding and all of that. So I'm gonna delve into that, and then I'm gonna break down, you know, the disconnect that I think. You know, I'm gonna break that down and try to make it make sense for me. And if anybody in my age range, my era can agree with it, that's cool. For the young ones, if y'all can understand, you know, my perspective on this and maybe apply it to the older people in your life, you know, then y'all might understand them more. But that's all I'm really doing this for, is to, you know, get some clarity and listen to the music, feel the artist and everything. That's it, man. So let's get into it.
$20 a gram, bro.
What you trying to get, Brown?
$20 a gram, bro.
I ain't even gonna lie, cause we ain't serve him, cause it's over.
Let me start this over.
Fucked up and shit.
Hold on, bro. What you need? What you need? I'm gonna have it here. You good? Fuck you talking about?
Who it is?
Who is it right here? Who is him right here?
He gotta get patted down.
Hold this, bro.
Check his sock too.
Damn.
What you want, bro?
What you trying to get, bro?
A gram.
$20 a gram, bro.
What you trying to get, Brown?
$20 a gram, bro.
I ain't even gonna lie, cause we ain't serve him, cause it's over. Take your little money, get him my way more.
Fuck him?
Yeah, fuck him. It's my hood, who trying to
Fuck out of this hood. Get out the hood.
Come on.
Let me start off by saying, man, just with this imagery, right? And that's what I was saying I wanted to speak on. This imagery, you know, they ain't really doing nothing. You know, they ain't doing nothing. They ain't doing nothing wrong, right? But the disconnect, I would say, between like our culture or my era and this era, well, it ain't really no disconnect as far as that, because we started this. That's the whole thing. A lot of people from my generation act like we wasn't a part of this same shit when we was younger. So the point of it is, it's a little different now, only because these youngsters are really active, right? So, boom, the selling weed skit in the beginning. They in Memphis. Memphis is in Tennessee. Tennessee still hasn't legalized weed, right? So that's probable cause to get stopped, right? That's probable cause. We used to have, you know, weed was illegal everywhere, right? So that in my generation, you would get pulled over just for weed. Like you can end up going to prison because now they got probable cause. Now they searching your car. Now they found some other shit. So just that alone in Tennessee, because weed is legal in Michigan now. So I don't really see too many of the young guys getting jammed up just off weed and having weed leading to other shit. It still do though. It still do. But the point of it is, man, it's like, man, depending on how active you is, it don't make sense, man, to be talking about what you doing in the streets. And you should be making this music to get out of the streets. That's the biggest disconnect between my era and this era. We got into hip hop. Hip hop, if you made it big in hip hop at a certain point, you know, when I was coming up, you made it. But this new generation, starting with Tupac and Biggie, it's like it might be a death sentence for you, man. It might be a jail sentence or a death sentence for you. So that's the saddest part that I think is the disconnect between my era and this era. You know, that's the saddest part, because these are babies. You know, I got kids old as POOH SHIESTY, or older than him, actually. And we don't raise our kids to die in the streets. You know what I'm saying? So that'd be the saddest part about it. But back to the video, man. Back to the video. My screen froze.
Get out your hood then. Roll, bro. Fuck out your hood.
Cameraman, I be shooting like I'm a Zach in here.
Shooting like Zach, so you know I keep 4K.
Hey, know I might be next to blow, but I'm still trying to scratch a bow. 375 up the scope, chopper gang, bitch, I'm CEO. Had to slam him out about that bread, you know he had to go. I just crossed another nigga over with no pick and roll. Get on the ground, listen up, ho, give it up or get hit up. Fucking on this thought and she a op, but I don't give a fuck. If I ever took you on a mission, we forever stuck. I'm trying to make one of these rap niggas get a rollers up. He got out that kitchen when he found out he couldn't take the heat. Niggas wanna be in competition, tell him take a seat. I gotta make sure the trapper killers and the robbers eat. I'ma get locked up for overkill, you think about robbery. This is SHIESTY summer, yeah. Buck you for your lumber, yeah. Chopper hit it hard, won't hurt it beat, ain't no more drama, yeah. This is SHIESTY summer, yeah. Buck you for your lumber, yeah. Chopper hit it hard, won't hurt it beat, ain't no more drama, yeah. Off the drink, I bet I catch a op before I catch a cold. You gotta quit putting your trust in niggas who ain't never rolled. Used to think my nigga was 100 till his color show. Really wanna get a bitch, but these hoes be too quick to fold. Mr. Pooh, that sticky dude, bitch, I got the juice in the drought. Draco trip a nigga on his face, tryna chase him some clout. When it's time to slide, you know we quick to break them choppers out. And you gotta get patted down before you reach the chopper house. And I been on some new shit, you ain't gotta check my old work. 10 steps ahead, I was still in school doing my homework. Quick to set a nigga up, they love to put they hoes first. See through clip up in his AUG, I watch the bullets burst. The city jail was getting a little too dry, I brought the trouble back. Man, I ain't gon' make sure that he whack, cause we gon' double back. Swerving left to right up in his scat until we caught a flat. And you ain't never slammed nobody out, so why you screaming slap? This is SHIESTY summer, yeah. Buck you for your lumber, yeah. Chopper hit it hard, won't hurt it beat, ain't no more drama, yeah. This is SHIESTY summer, yeah. Buck you for your lumber, yeah. Chopper hit it hard, won't hurt it beat, ain't no more drama, yeah. You ain't never slammed nobody out, so why you screaming slap? Man, I ain't gon' make sure that he whack, cause we gon' double back. I gotta make sure the trapper
Cameraman, I be shooting like I'm a Zach in here.
Shooting like Zach, so you know I keep 4K.
Left to right up in that scat until we call the flag. You ain't never slide nobody out, so why you screaming slack? I'ma get locked up for overkill, you think about robbery. This is SHIESTY summer, yeah. Buck you for your lumber, yeah. Chopper hit it hard, won't hurt it beat, ain't no more drama, yeah. This is SHIESTY summer.
All right, man. Let's break them bars down. That's what I want to do. SHIESTY summer. All right. Came out in 2019. Say, hey. Nah, I might be next. No, I might be next to blow, but I'm still trying to stretch a bow. 375 up the scope, chopper gang, bitch. I'm CEO. Had to slime him out about that bread. You know he had to go. I just crossed another nigga over with no pick and roll. Wow, that's kind of hard. I like that. Get on the ground, listen up, ho, give it up or get hit up. Fucking on this dot and she a op, but I don't give a fuck. If I ever took you on a mission, we forever stuck. I'm trying to make one of these rap niggas get their rollies up. He got out the kitchen when he found out he couldn't take the heat. Nigga wanna be competition. Telling them take a seat. I gotta make sure the trappers, killers, and the robbers eat. I'ma get locked up for overkill. You think about robbing me? This is SHIESTY summer, yeah. Bucky for your llama, yeah. Chopper hit his heart, won't hear it beat. Ain't no more drama, yeah. This is Shiesty summer, yeah. Buck you for your llama, yeah. Chopper hit his heart, won't hear it beat. Ain't no more drama, yeah. Off this drink, I bet I catch a op before I catch a cold. You gotta quit putting your trust in niggas who ain't never rode. Used to think my nigga was 100 till his colors showed. Really wanna get his bitch, but these hoes be too quick to fold. Mr. POOH, that sticky dude. Bitch, I got a juice in the drought. Draco trip a nigga on his face, trying to chase him some clout. When it's time to slide, you know we quick to break them choppers out. And you gotta get patted down before you reach the chopper house. And I've been on some new shit. You ain't gotta check my old work. 10 steps ahead, I was still in school doing my homework. Quick to set a nigga up. Love to put they hoes first. See-through clip up in the AUG. I watched the bullets burst. City was just getting a little too dry. I brought the trouble back. Me and Hank gonna make sure that he whack, cause we gonna double back, swerving left to right up in the scat until we caught a flat. And you ain't never slimed nobody out, so why you screaming slap? This is Shiesty summer, yeah, okay. You ain't never, okay. Yeah, all right, that's the last of it. All right. So, yeah, man, the bars, very clever. I ain't gonna sit up here and lie. Very clever bars, man. Very, very clever bars. I'm gonna say this, man. This is the disconnect. Like my spirit, my soul, my spirit is hurting right now because of the words that I heard, and I know what they all mean. So it's like, this ain't like one of them videos where them old white dudes be, just reading these lyrics and the words don't really mean nothing to them. Like, I'm from the culture, so I know exactly what every word means. And it's very disappointing to hear our young brothers talking about taking each other's lives in these songs. It hurt my soul. My soul hurting right now. I feel it. And that's really why a lot of, people from my era can't listen. Like, it ain't that we ain't listening. We just can't listen to it because we know how powerful words are. And we don't want to have that stuff seep into our spirit, And that be the thing that I'm always sharing with these young rappers, man. Like, your words are powerful. Your tongue is powerful. You can speak life or death with tongue. You can speak freedom or incarceration with your tongue. And everything I read in that, it's like he want to manifest that. He talked about he want to get a rollie up off one of these rappers. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's what he went to prison for. I'm not sure. But, the whole point of it is, of me making this, man, is to break down the music, the imagery. Like I said, it's on point. The guns in the video, everything on point as far as his brand, like what his brand means. But if your brand represent death, like what good is all this success in music if you're not gonna live and if you're gonna end up locked up? And from what I'm hearing, he was upset with Gucci about how when he got locked up, how he acted. And a lot of these young rappers I'm hearing have that type of mentality. Look, man, you put yourself there. Nobody put you in prison. So it ain't nobody's responsibility to do anything when you was in there. you know what I'm saying, to do nothing. Whose responsibility is to do anything? I mean, nothing. But I get it though. I understand the whole thing. His cousin, you know, Big Scar. I like the Big Scar too, man. Like I'm able to understand, to separate, you know, like those words I just read from the God that I see. I see God when I see all them young men. Like I'm real comfortable around any one of them type of young dudes in the streets. I love them. I love who they really are. I love who they really are, which is God. That's who they really are. They are God, nothing more, nothing less. They are not these labels that the people that really hate us, this system that hate us, labeled us. We are not no niggas. We are not no dang on criminals. We're not no drug dealers. We're not no killers. We're not no gangsters. We are none of that. We are men made in God's image. And all people come from us. If it wasn't no us, it wouldn't be no other race of people. We are the foundation of humanity. So that's what I see when I see them young guys. I see God. I see God when I see all of them. And I just be praying for them. And man, just like, I can't give up on them. I'm never going to give up on them. And that's what a lot of people from our era have to learn to do. Don't give up on these babies. Don't give up on them. You know what I'm saying? We can't give up on them. This is our future. Actually, this they time right now. And the good thing about artists like POOH, SHIESTY, man, all this success, it's just some tweaking that need to go on with the spirit, man. And that's real important. You know, to be able to manifest life, man. And I believe, look, if you believe in the Almighty, if you believe in the Creator, something that created us all, then you got to believe that they can change. Yeah, as unlikely as it may sound, we can never give up on these babies, man. And I know they not no babies in the sense of like real babies, but like I said, I got kids his age, you know? And so that was, you know, that's what I wanted to break down. Like I said, as an artist, as a musician, and the wordplay, I love the wordplay though. The beat. Also, yeah, let's find out who this producer is. I wanted to find out who the producer is. TP808, I think is his name. Let's go to the producer, because you know this channel is really based on producers. So I want to always shine light on the producers. And yeah, man, let's go check out the producer, man, because without that beat, you don't have nothing. So yeah, yep. This is TP808 page. And yep, say he's a RIAA platinum certified slime living. So it seemed like he tapped into that whole spirit too, man. That's a whole nother subject, you know, like when the producers end up involved in this kind of, you know what I'm saying, in that's when it's like, to me, because the producers should never, and this is my opinion, the producers should never get involved in rapper business. To me, the producers should be neutral. Should never get involved in none of that. Man, like none of that. But, you know, it is what it is in today's world. A lot of these young guys in general, they all involved. They all want to be involved. See, from my era, we took pride in knowing our crew was diversified. Like everybody didn't do the same thing in the unit. We had a nerd. We had somebody that might be in between the nerd and the street dude. You had the street dude, your gangster, you know what I'm saying? Your soldier, somebody that liked to fight. You had somebody that was about getting some money. You had the playboy, the one that was always trying to get the girls. You had a wide variety all in one unit. And usually, in my era, the thing that connected us, it was hip-hop. It was love for hip-hop. And that's how you had a lot of different brothers all in the same unit, because our common thing was the music and the culture. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think these younger guys are missing, man. Like, I don't think they understand what hip hop culture means. It's really expression. You know, it's not just music, it's expression. And so I think it's been a big disconnect between this generation and my generation, between what hip hop really means and the pride that we got in it. You know what I'm saying? Because I think gangster rap, it kind of ushered in all of what we seeing now with the drill rap. You know, when people start seeing the success of gangster rap, that was the beginning of people kind of losing sight of what hip hop was. You know, hip hop isn't gangster rap. Gangster rap is a part of hip hop, and it was, from my generation, we didn't listen to gangster rap all day. You know, we listened to a little bit of it, then we listened to some Tribe Called Quest, then we might listen to some, you know, some East Coast, just regular, like, laid back type East Coast. Down south, you know, late night when it's time to go to the house party, we turning on some Luke Skywalker. You know, in between, like, fresh out of school, you might turn on some Ghetto Boys. You know, try to get your consciousness up. You might want to get on some player shit. Listen to some 8 Ball of MJG. You might want to get on some Midwest, MC Breed, Dayton Family shit. You know, we listen to all types of shit, different times of day. We didn't just listen to one type of music. And that's why I think is the difference between this generation and that generation. But yeah, back to the producer. Let's see what he on, man. Let's see what he into. Look like he in New York on here. That was 13 weeks ago. Hold up. He in New York right there. Let me bring this screen over so y'all can see pics. All right, little dog, traveling, getting his travel on. I love to shine light on the producers, man. Let's see, he should probably, he with POOH SHIESTY right there. And that was 14 weeks ago, so that was fresh out. So they must be locked in. He said ain't nothing changed but the iPhone. And it's still doing the same shit. I love it, man. Tapping in with his man's fresh out. This is what I'm talking about, you know. So this kind of, to me, this kind of shows the character of POOH SHIESTY. Keep it up, POOH SHIESTY. This right here let me know you a real one and you stay tapped in. But ain't no telling, you know, a lot of these artists, they don't do this. But their relationship might be more than music. You know what I'm saying? And so when you got one of your day ones that happen to make music, happen to be a producer, man, that's the best thing in the world. You know what I'm saying? When you got that kind of relationship with your producer, you really can't go wrong. So that's a good thing that, you know, seemed to me like they kind of came up together, because I did my research on POOH SHIESTY, and seemed to me like this was one of his first biggest songs by himself. Yeah. And that's from the Chopper Gang channel. Yeah. So they did it right, man. As far as the artists, POOH SHIESTY and Chopper Gang and Big 30 and all of y'all, they are doing it right. I love the unity. I love them sticking together. This right here shows me, him with his day one producer, shows me that he is on point as far as what, you know, what it means to be loyal to the people that helped you, you know, get all the success you got in music. Keep it up, y'all. Keep it up, young dogs. I'm proud of y'all, man. I support y'all movement as far as the music go. Like I said, I don't necessarily support the message at all. I'm totally against the message, but I'll never give up on y'all. I'll never just throw y'all away. None of y'all. I mean, none of y'all. None of y'all can't do no wrong in my eyes. Zero wrong. I don't care. Y'all can't do no wrong in my eyes. But you can do wrong in your own eyes to yourself. And see, and that's what we all up against. We all up against the best versions of ourselves versus the worst versions of ourselves. And it's a constant battle. And sometimes we lose. Sometimes we change. And sometimes we elevate. And that's what I'm praying for POOH, SHIESTY, and everybody in this circle, that they live long and live long enough to, to change. A lot of their lyrics I hear, they just don't, they don't forgive. They don't, ain't no coming, it's war forever. And it's like, when you get older, you start to realize, you know what? That's only hurting me. So yeah, man, good to see that TP808s and POOH, SHIESTY is still locked in, man. It's great to see that. This is what I'm talking about. Yeah, let's go down. Oh, okay. Was this the end of the year? Wow, 1.2 billion. That's hard. Yeah, and I'm sure he eating. Sure he eating. Look like he doing very well off the registering the songs, his publishing and all of that. Yes, sir. He getting his money's up, baby. Yes, sir. Look at him. Man, so if y'all not aware, man, the music business is the best business in the world. It is absolutely the best business in the world. It's no other business like a business that pays you royalties. You making money in your sleep. This is the type of business that most people wish they could get into. But most people just not talented enough. And that's why I think a lot of the fans hate these young. A lot of the fans are envious of these superstar, young, black, unapologetic men from the trenches. They really can't stand that these young men that they thought in a white, racist, suburban areas, they thought they was better than. Then they make a couple songs and it changed their life forever. And they like, damn, why I can't do that? So that's what I feel. And I think that a lot of these young modern rappers, I think they are kind of playing up to that. Because part of how or why this stuff becomes very popular, is because a lot of these racist white fans, they love to see y'all tear each other down. They love it. That's part of it. To watch y'all kill each other, and then they make, these content creators make videos about it. Then they get probably even more richer than y'all. You know what I'm saying? Off y'all killing yourself. That's what this whole thing, like, that's really what the movie Sinners was about. The movie Sinners was about that phenomenon, if y'all understand it. But yeah, man, just wanted to, in closing, just wanted to remind y'all, man, of how powerful y'all tongues are, how powerful your words are, how powerful your message is. And at the end of the day, it's about your actions too. So seeing POOH, SHIESTY staying tapped in with his day one original people seem like all around him. Now, that stuff I'm seeing in the news or hearing in the news, I haven't seen Yo Gotti, Gucci, or SHIESTY respond. It seemed like I said, this is content. These content creators, they fabricate shit sometimes. Even if it is true, you don't see them talking about it. You know why? Because it's a crime. It's a crime. POOH, SHIESTY on paper, if he get caught doing anything right now, he going back. But like I said, I just read his lyrics. seemed to me like that's what's in his spirit. Robbing people, hurting people. But like I said, I'm not gonna give up on him. It's just you can't give up on yourself and throw your life away. That's what I'm always talking about. You know, our purpose is not to get no money. That's not what our purpose is. We wasn't created for that. That's not. Money could lose its value tomorrow. Then who are you? Money could lose its value tomorrow. Then what are you left with? You're left with your principles, your morals. A real leader gonna have some real principles and some morals about itself. Yeah, man, look. I'm out of here. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. I'm out. One.
Energy made this one.
Yeah. Yeah. Peace and life. That's right. From the very beginning, the first sound is the beat of the heart. The sound of life is only right. Let the beat is the start. We embark on the life of making memories of sounds. In our mind, when we find we can make it with found. We experience, experiment until it's a passion. You find your sound eventually. Just master what you practice. The passion it becomes more when you develop your repertoire. There's purpose in the making of these